Spirit Animal Sunday, where we do spirit animal messages and tarot readings for each of our 12 zodiac signs. These messages are meant to be for the week ahead that they are done in. So today is the 23rd. That means that these messages will mostly be directed towards this week ahead up until next Sunday, the 30th. But if these messages do resonate with you, if you feel led to be here and they do speak to you, they could be for any time that you happen to come in. So they are timeless to a degree, but yet again, it's just one of those things. If you feel led to be here and you feel that it speaks to you and it resonates, then those messages were probably for you. So I hope everyone has been having a good weekend. It has gotten really hot here in old hot Atlanta, Georgia, and I'll tell you, this is the first weekend we've had any air conditioning on at all, just to cool things down in the evening. Hey there, everyone in the chat. Thank you so much for already joining in. I do have the live stream open for these readings, so I'm just gonna call out a few of my folks. Hey, Krista, David, Leslie, Candace, thank you for joining us. Oh, is it hot up there? I tell you, David's up there in Baltimore, and I think that Baltimore hot is a special kind of hot. Hey there, Susan. Baltimore hot is a special kind of hot. It really is. Even though you would think that like down south where I am, it would be, you know, more so, but no, there is something about that lake effect, that harbor effect. Oh my goodness. Yes, it is true. Me and my mom used to say that even though you would think that it would be cooler up there, it's not. Not only do you have extremely very hot, very humid summers up there, David, you also get very harsh winters with a lot of snow. Yeah. The southern heat can be intense down here, no doubt, but I swear, Baltimore, it's like Atlanta might be a 10, Baltimore turns it up to an 11. It really does. It really does. My hair is really fluffy today. I'm very voluminous right now, so I'm just kind of going with it. But yeah, this was definitely a warmer weekend. We try to wait till the very last until we actually turn AC on. I don't really like the way it feels. It makes me feel like I'm in a refrigerator, so I try to avoid using it until I just, you know, I'm having a hard time sleeping at night because it's too hot. So that's, oh, Krista, look at that. She's still rocking that Seattle type weather, even though she's in Canada. That's like Seattle weather. Yeah. Thanks, David. my dragon top is just feeling extra fluffy today. My horns are up. My dragon horns are definitely up. Oh my goodness, what a week we've had. And I've had one other idiot that I had to deal with. Not something on the channel, but something totally unrelated. I swear this was like idiot week. It was ridiculous. Too much drama for my taste. I'm really about done with that. I'm really about done with that. And it's made me feel very feisty. It's made me feel just like, ah! I feel like breathing some fire. I really do. I feel like my little dragon down here. I feel this like, ah, like building up. Like I'm just like, ah! I do. It makes me just want to roar. It's not easy, guys. It's not easy sometimes out here. It really isn't. Totally insane. I've had it. I've just had it. I went over to another person I follow on YouTube, and I saw our little predator friend hanging out in their chat, and I got so just, you know, I could feel the the Mercury rising, and I was just like, because I'd already told her, I said, this guy is a total emotional predator. He's making his rounds, and I know that he's on her channel because he found her through me. And so all I did was I posted a small note. I said, PSA, women in here, Marcus is a emotional and spiritual predator. Don't give him your personal information. Be careful. And then I took on out of there. That's what I did. Because it's like, I'm really to the point where, you know, it's like, I'm that kind of person, like, and I think most people are this way, where if something like that comes up, no, he's not learning. He's just doubling down. Narcissists never learn. That's the thing about that. And he's obviously a very covert narcissist. And so no, he's just going to double down and go other places and try to get in there. And it blows my mind, because that video that I did, that live stream about him, had over 500 views on it. And the whole, you know, broadcast felt like a Me Too movement going on in there, because it was like every woman coming in there. And I've continued to have messages from people saying, yep, he did this to me too. And it's absolutely ridiculous that, you know, we don't call it out. I get it that people don't want to talk about it and they don't want to bring it up. But at the same time, if you're not part of the solution, you are part of the problem. You're giving this person a place to continue doing what he does. If you just sit back and go, well, he drops me $20 once a week or whatever, it's like, you know what? It's not worth it. Don't take their dirty money. It's not worth it. But that's what people like that do, you know? They donate to your channel. He used to do that with me. They try to act like they're so nice, and you're thinking, well, it's great. You know, you need the support. You need the support. I'm telling you guys. But at the same time, it's like, it's, you know, you can't shake the devil's hand and say you're only kidding. You just can't do it. It's just energetically icky. So that's what's going on with that story, and why I'm feeling a little... Yeah, that's why I'm feeling a little bit... My dragon fire is definitely lit up. So for anybody that hasn't watched the stream about what happened, it's the one that is titled, Unfortunately, This Has to Be Said. Definitely go check it out, because, you know, guy's a creep. He's obviously going to keep being a creep. And, you know, and anywhere I see him, I'm gonna drop the knowledge. Anywhere I see him, I'm going to make a comment. And if people don't like it, and if it loses me subs, oh well. You know, I'm going to... Yeah, good for you, Corianne. Yeah, I saw him in there. I saw him in Mira's live stream just a moment ago. I made a little note. Just don't give your information to this guy. I sent her an email to letting her know what had happened, and that, that this needs to be... You know, anybody that is aware of what he's doing and has been made aware of it and then continues to give him a platform, I don't know what to say to that. You know, I mean, it's your choice, but like I said, it's part of the solution or the problem. So yeah, we're just going to sage it away. You know, I'll be okay, guys. We'll all be okay. It's just, it's got me riled. It does. It has me a little riled. I guess I've been trying to, like, you know, keep the peace and try to, you know, smooth things over, you know, all that kind of thing. And, you know, but sometimes you just have to speak out. You have to use your voice. So that's what I'm doing. All right, guys, so let's sage our space. I'm ready to connect with our spirit critters. We've got so many great birds out here. So many good animal spirits. My possum has been hanging out every night, eating my compost. I love my possum. Well, I think I have two. I think there's at least two that come to my little organic compost heap, and they come eat the apple cores and banana peels and whatever else is on the menu, and it's really cute. In the middle of the night, I see them out there getting their little munch and crunch on, and then they take off. Possums are great to have. They're the only marsupial that we have in this country, and they also eat a lot of ticks, a lot of fleas. They eat a lot of, you know, things that we don't like. So, you know, they're great to have. They're really good to have, guys. I know they're a little funny looking. I think they're kind of funny cute, but, you know, that's just me. I think they're adorable, and they bring good benefits. They're a fun spirit animal to work with as well. Oh yeah, let's get the earth fork here. Let's get it going. Oh, Eric and your radishes. I love it. Eric is our radish farmer here in the chat. Pelicans are awesome. They really look like dinosaurs, don't they? Yeah, anytime I see pelicans or storks or, you know, those kind of water birds, it's like, wow, pterodactyl, so much. They're tearing the cicadas up. Yep, yep. Oh, birds will eat some bugs for you. They will eat some bugs for you. That's what I love about our blue jays. Blue jays are wasp eaters. They will eat those wasps easily. They will eat they'll actually, blue jays and probably other corvids as well, because they are a corvid, but they will tear up those wasp nests or hornet nests. They'll just tear them up, and they'll just sit there and eat the wasp or hornet larva out of the nest like popcorn. They just munch, 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 munch. And so, yet again, you know, these birds, these critters, they really cut down on, you know, stinging insects and things that we really don't like. So, hey there, Yui. Good to see you, sweetheart. Let's get started. I'm going to use our forks. Hopefully this will ground me a little bit, because yes, I am feeling extra. I can't help it. I am just, fire dragon's on fire today. I am so, I need to let it out. Hey, Ms. Mayhem. Yeah, that's definitely a thing too going on. I know. Ah. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and dive on in. Dive on into this. Hello, Mr. Dragon. Give him a little love there. Send him over to the side. All right. If women were more aggressive, boy, it would be. I need to keep some of my thoughts to myself about that. I need to have another channel where I'm just like totally uncensored. Yeah, I do. I have a lot of things I'd like to say. All right, Aries. That's my Aries inside. Yeah, because you know, in the Chinese lunar cycle, the dragon is aligned with the sign of Aries, and so definitely when I get like that, when you trigger that with me, oh, I can breathe some fire. I can definitely breathe some fire. All right, so let's get going. Yeah. David, you have a very strong, the two biggest signs in your chart that really come through are Capricorn and Aries. Just letting you know. And it's an interesting balance. Yeah, Ariel Uncensored. I really need to do it because boy, you know, you want to keep things positive and light and all that good, you know, stuff here. But at the same time, it's like there's just so much BS that goes on in the world that sometimes you just really want to talk about it. So I swear that's part of my Aries, you know, dragon side, fire side. It's just like I can't sit back and just say nothing. I can't sit back and not take action. So Aries, you know that, you know how that feels. Y'all are action. You're action. You take action first and ask questions later. That's for sure. Let's get into some spirit animal messages for you for your week ahead, Aries. Dear animal spirits, guardians, guides, and friends, please show us what you have for our beautiful Aries folks out there. Let's see what's going on with them. Any messages, guidance, or information that you would like to share with them this week. And please let's start with one main spirit animal that will be guiding them along through this week ahead. I like it. Nice. Turtle Spirit is coming up here for you, Aries. So, slow and steady wins the race. I know this could feel a little counterintuitive to your energy because Aries is just like slow and steady. What? But this is really about moderating your power, moderating your energy. You know, it's not that you can't have action. It's not that you can't have motion. But it's really good to moderate so that you don't burn yourself out, so that you don't, you know, just that's the whole story, right, of the tortoise and the hare, is to moderate, to pace yourself, and that's very important. Turtle spirit energy is also very maternal. It's very mothering. It's very nurturing. So this could as well be a week where you may need to nurture yourself or someone else in your space. So let's get into your animal tarot. Let's get 3 cards for Aries. Ooh, very powerful week. This is nice. I'm actually really liking this. So we're starting out with our Stork Spirit. That's our 6 of Swords. So this is definitely a leaving behind of something that's difficult, chaotic, troublesome, drama, conflicts, chaos, your mind feeling overwhelmed, all of that. So this is really a week of saying, you know, you're pointing to better times ahead, going somewhere new and leaving behind, you know, you might be just dropping some people off. You might be dropping some people off. You might really literally be letting some people go. In the center, we have our bald eagle, and that is our Emperor card in the Animal Tarot. So, you know, this is a power card for you, Aries. The Emperor is your card in the Major Arcana. That is our Aries energy. So to me, whenever I see, you know, the card associated with a sign in that sign's reading, I do feel like you're really stepping into your power, into your leadership, taking the lead, forging the path, going ahead and saying, you know what, I'm going to go get what I want. So I really feel, I mean, between these 2 cards, it's funny how you can get such a powerful read out of just 2 cards. But when there are these 2, it's really easy to see it because this is the very obvious getting in the boat, heading away from the drama, the chaos, the difficulty, the gossip, you know, whatever it is that's been messing with you, right? You know, head and heart, making that decision to leave that behind and then stepping into your power, going forward. And literally, it's funny how they're also pointing 2 directions, right? It's like, I'm leaving that behind and I'm going to go get in touch with spirit, get in touch with the divine, fearlessness, leadership, and ambition. We have our last card as the manatee spirit, our 5 of cups. And so to me, you know, Aries, it doesn't mean that this is without any, you know, emotion. It doesn't mean that it's without any feelings, because this to me is that card of grieving, you know, letting go of loss, mourning disappointments and things like that. So it's that very strong feeling of, you know, it's really about letting go of the things that haven't worked, letting go of the things that have been disappointing to you in the past, but then realizing there's better times ahead. There's things that you have not lost. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Fox Spirit, our Knight of Wands. And so to me, Knight of Wands is a strong Sagittarius energy. Yet again, it's moving forward with passion, leadership, going towards something that you want very strongly. I think it's very interesting that both the 6 of Swords and the 5 of Cups from this deck, both of them have this key phrase, better times ahead. So I would say that this is a week of focusing on better times ahead. It's time to let the bygones be bygones. It's time to let, you know, the troubling stuff, the troubling people, the burdensome situations go. And it may be, you know, a bit of a process, no doubt, because the Five of Cups is definitely that feeling of like, you know, in the traditional deck, it's the guy that's standing there kind of grieving over the three cups that have fallen over, right, at that river of tears. But behind him are two cups that are still standing. And so it really points to the fact that not all is lost. Let's get you an affirmation, please, Aries. Let's see what we got for you. Yes, there it is. There's our cat spirit as your affirmation here, Aries. Very independent energy. So I do feel like this is a week I would not be afraid if you feel like you're kind of alone, kind of doing your own thing, you know, and sort of stepping into that energy of really just doing what's right for you, listening to yourself, being right with yourself. You are a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. That's also a really nice message to say that you are self-reliant. You know, this is a self-reliant kind of energy this week. You may be called on to help someone out, but overall, I feel like this is a week where you really start to, you know, kind of put your foot in the, well, you know, put your foot down and say, you know, this is what's right for me. I'm going to go in the direction of that, and I'm not going to let things drag me down. I'm not going to let things hold me back from where I really want to go. And as a result, there's probably going to be a lot less chaos, conflict, gossip, and BS going on this week, which I'm very happy to see. Because last week was not exactly the funnest for that stuff, at least for me. It wasn't that. It was a little tough. It was a little tough, guys. All right. Hey there, Murray. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for being here. Right, Taurus, let's see what we've got for our bulls and cows out there. Hope you guys are good. Hope everything is going well. We're definitely moving through Gemini time now, Taurus. We've shifted up on you. We were in Taurus season for a minute there, but now we have moved up into the sign of Gemini. So let's see what we've got for you in your spirit animal messages this week. Dear spirit animal, guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we have for our Taurus folks out there. Whatever messages, information, guidance you'd like to share with them. And please, let's have one main spirit animal first. That will be their primary guide this week. Ooh, I like that one. A favorite of mine, the Vulture Spirit. So nothing is wasted. This is the good old cleanup crew, Taurus. This is a cleanup crew animal. There's a lot of people that don't like vulture energy. A lot of people, you know, for the same reason they may not like ravens or crows, because it has that same, you know, they can be carrion feeders, right? But this to me is a cleansing energy. It's a detox. It's a purge. It's about cleaning things up. Nothing's getting wasted. Everything in nature gets utilized. And so I would say to utilize everything within your space, and remember that there is some cleansing going on, right? There's some cleansing. There's some clearing out. You may even be decluttering your house or your space, cleaning out the refrigerator, things like that. Very much that vulture spirit. It's a very powerful energy. Let's get into some tarot for you, Taurus. Wow. Okay, guys. The Raven's coming out here, and so let me tell you, we just talked about how there's a connection between the vulture and the raven, and the reason for that is both of them can be carrion feeders, and they tend to clean things up. This is a big reason why you'll often see crows and ravens hanging around with wolf packs, because, you know, after the wolves have had the main meal, the ravens will come and pick the bones clean. They will completely clean that stuff up. And it's important. It's a very important service that ravens and vultures and buzzards provide, because if they didn't, all of that would be left, you know, out in the woods and out in nature, and it would be stinky and germy, and it would just be bad. So they really do the cleanup job. This is the Magician card in this tarot deck. So this is, to me, new beginnings, a new start, taking all of your resources, all of the things that you know, your passions, your you know, vitality, your energy, and bringing it into something new. This is also that Gemini and Virgo and Mercury energy, which we're very strongly in swing with. So I do feel like this is a great week, Taurus, ahead for you to kind of clear your space and start creating something new. We do have the Polar Bear Spirit next, which is the Star card. That's strong Aquarius energy, so freedom, liberation, moving to better times out of old challenges and old difficulties. And there is that caterpillar. There it is, that Four of Pentacles. So there is a part of this reading that I do feel like there's a little bit of consciousness on the finances. Some of you might have a fear of scarcity or loss because this has to do with your money. This has to do with your physical possessions. Sometimes it's this feeling of like, can I leave something behind? Can I let it go? Right? There's a little bit of letting it go here. Yeah. There's a fear of loss that can come with that card. So I would say, you know, it's like be cautious, be careful, do your due diligence, Taurus, but also don't be too much in that fear center. Like if you need to pay a bill and you just go, gosh, I don't know how I'm going to get more money after this. Don't worry, it will come, but just hang in there. Just hang in there. You got to stay in balance to where, you know, because that Four of Pentacles is one of those things. It's like there's a side of it, there's wisdom to, you know, being smart with your money and holding on to certain amounts of it. But there's also that feeling like, you know, when our hands are just tightened up around something, we can't allow more to come into our life, right? So it's sort of that balance. One hand maybe closed and one hand open, right? On the bottom, yes, I do feel like you're going through a transition or some kind of change because there is the Bat Spirit with the Hangman coming in here. You know, that can be that self-surrender, facing down the dark side, sometimes the shadow side of the self. I do feel like there's new, better things trying to break through here, but you may be confronting some fear of scarcity or a lack this week, Taurus. So don't be afraid. Vulture Spirit is on your side. It's time to cleanse, clear, and release. Let's get into an affirmation for you. Look at that. See? You got powerful energy on your side. The dragon is here with the affirmation for you, Taurus. Supernatural. You are the ancient wise sage. You can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. So very nice week ahead. For those of you that align with dragon energy, or if you happen to be a dragon year, that's going to be an even stronger week for you. But really, really exciting. That's good stuff. Let go. Let go of the old, Taurus. Make way for the new, because I can feel both of them at work in your life this week. Very nice. All right. All right, Gemini, happy birthday to all the Geminis out there. We are in Gemini season proper. Sun, Venus, and Mercury all in the sign of Gemini right now, so we are definitely traveling through your sign. Let's see what we have for you for this week ahead in your spirit animal messages. Dear animal spirits, guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we have for our beautiful Geminis out there for their week ahead. What messages, guidance, and information that you most want them to know for their highest good? And please, let's start with one card, one spirit animal that will be helping them out the most for this week ahead. Ooh, I like that. Be here now. Hummingbird spirit, yes. One of my favorite spirit animals, actually, and one of my favorite actual animals in physical life. The hummingbird is the flower, the nectar sucker, the chupa rosa. Very beautiful energy. It's very much a spirit of love, harmony, joy, bliss, a symbol of greater happiness coming in. And in this particular card, we have the message of be here now. So this is really about living in the moment, not being too far in the future or worrying about the past, but try to stay in the present moment as much as possible this week, Gemini. And, you know, interestingly enough, you know, for a lot of folks in the world right now, the hummingbirds are, you know, coming back. I know they're coming back up here because it's getting warmer again. And so they definitely migrate up here. So I need to put my hummingbird feeder. I already got it cleaned up and ready to go. So I need to set that up. I'll probably be able to get some hummingbirds in the yard. So let's get 3 cards from our animal tarot for Gemini. Gemini. Oh, so pretty. Love this card. So White Peacock Spirit, our 9 of Pentacles. Absolutely love this card. I love the colors in this one too, but this is just a great card in general in the tarot. Heaven on earth, independence, expansive thinking. This to me is just one of those cards that it's earth energy, it's pentacles, and it just has that feeling of contentment, happiness within yourself. No matter what's happening outside of you with relationships or whatever it is, it's like you just feel good. Like you just feel really good. You like where you're going. You feel solid about it. It's a wonderful card. So to me, it's like no matter what your situation in life, I feel like this week, Gemini, you're just feeling good within yourself, and you should definitely pay attention to that feeling and expand that. So in the center, we have Manatee Spirit with the 5 of Cups, and I do think that this 9 of Pentacles really helps you to deal with that, because the manatee, you know, this 5 of Cups is really about mourning something, grieving some sort of loss or disappointment, letting that go. But at the same time in the 5 of Cups, we do have the 2 of Cups that are still standing, that are still working for you. So please keep it in balance, even Gemini, even if you're working through something kind of difficult, you know, in the heart space, just remember that not all is lost. Better times ahead are coming in. So yeah, it's really, really good stuff. It's really good stuff. Here we have the Cat Spirit, the Page of Swords. So I do feel like there's a lot of your own energy going on this week, Gemini. This is definitely a Gemini kind of card. The Page of Swords, it's that youthful air energy. So at its very best, you're going to be getting a lot of information, a lot of new ways of seeing things. And, you know, sometimes at its worst, it could be gossip or it could be idle, you know, conversation. So just keep a watch on that. Just keep a watch on that. Make sure that you're conversing on the highest level. And underneath, we have the pufferfish spirit, the 9 of Cups. So to me, with the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles, you've got a really, really nice energy going here, because this is wishes being granted, satisfaction, pride, and I feel like there's this sense of you moving towards the things that really do make you feel happier on both a, you know, physical and spiritual, emotional level. That may require you working through some old feelings, some old energies, some old stuff, but I think that it's really going to turn out well for you. Stay in the moment this week, Gemini. Don't get too far ahead of yourself. Remember, better times are coming ahead. So let's get an affirmation on this, guys. Let's see what we've got for you, Gemini. Ooh, we have the dolphin. Yes. So remember to play. Remember to play, guys. Swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. That's what I feel with this. This is inhaling confidence, and that's definitely exhaling fear. Dive into your wisdom and go with the flow. Very, very nice reading for you this week, Gemini. Love it. Love it. Love it. Yeah, I see you, Yu-Yi, with that Gemini rising. I love a gem rising, I tell you. that's my honey. He's a gem rising, and I'm Aquarius rising, and so it's like the 2 air signs. When we get together, it's just like boom, 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 boom. it's good times. Oh my gosh. Good to see you, Healing Tea. I just had to drop that because I am so sick of seeing that guy creeping around people's spaces and places, and I just had to say something. I just had to say something. When I did my live stream about that, it was like a Me Too movement going on in there, for real, Mira. I mean, this guy is a mess. This guy is a real problem. He's not just some low level thing. And he was real ugly with me, okay? He is real ugly. I confronted him personally because he had booked a reading with me. And so when I got him on video chat, I immediately just said, I've got an issue with you and we need to talk about it. And he just got hostile and shut me down and said, oh, everybody's lying. I said, there's like literally like dozens of women coming and saying all this is going on independent of each other. They're not all lying. I know these people, right? I've known them longer than him. And I was actually warned about him early on when I started my channel. I was warned about him by a couple other readers because they said, you know, he can be real weird and aggressive, and he had made comments about having the hots for me. So no, he needs to be deprived of oxygen. He's absolutely a covert narcissist. It's textbook. I've studied enough psychology and I've healed enough from narcissistic people to know what I'm seeing. So it's not like I'm just going off about just some person that stepped on my toes. Just, you know, people just need to say that, you know, don't give out your information to this guy. The trouble is, it's not just that people are giving him their info. It's that he is going around behind their back after the lives are over. He goes to each person's individual accounts and digs up either their IG handles or whatever they've got posted on their YouTube accounts, and that's how he's contacting them. I've had several women tell me that that's what's happened, that they didn't even initiate contact with him. He, you know, he is a piece of work. He's a piece of work, and he's just yeah. You can see it all on that stream. We talked about it for almost 2 hours. And he had nothing to say for himself other than to say, everybody's a liar and everybody's mean. I'm like, no, that's not it. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's just, I'm not going to be one of those people that just sits by and lets it go on. I can't do it. I can't do it. And if I can just prevent even one woman from not getting involved with this guy, and, you know, because, like, he tells everybody something different. He's told people he's married, he's divorced, he's separate. He's not, it's, yeah, it's bad. It's, like, really bad. And, you know, I started my channel almost 2 years ago, and I was warned about him back then. So this has been going on for years. It's been going on for years. And I told him to his face when I had him on the phone. I said, my channel is not your personal singles bar. You're not allowed to come in here after I have spent time meeting awesome people and bringing them together and giving them a place to meet, and coming in here and acting like you're going to be hitting on all these women. That's just not going to happen. And I had like 4 people within 1 week tell me stuff that he'd been doing. And I was like, we're going to talk about this. I'm not going to sleep on it. So yeah, I'm definitely feeling some kind of way. I've been feeling really like, yeah, the fire dragon is on fire right now. I'm trying to calm it down. But I've been very, like, as I said in the earlier part of this video. Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I'm just putting that out there for you, Mira. I don't want you to go through this stuff. I don't want the people that come to your channel, because you know what that does. He might be short-term, you know, supporting you, but what will happen over time is it will run people off, because once they realize there's something weird with this dude and he's in the live every time, they're gonna get uncomfortable being there at the same time that he's there. And they'll leave. And a lot of them won't say anything. That's the thing. See, a lot of people won't say anything. And almost all the women that came to me and said something to me had that feeling of like, oh, I hate to bother you with this, or, oh, I don't want to drag you down. So for all the people that did say something to me, I can only imagine how many more have experienced this and never said anything. You know, there's so many women that just won't say anything because they feel singled out. They feel like, oh, it's probably just me that he's doing it to. Nah, he's probably done this to hundreds of people over the years. And so the guy's got some kind of narcissistic urge to feed. And he's looking for, you know, for folks. You know, he's looking for folks. Yeah. Right. It's a shame. It's a shame, Corianne. And I just wish that there was some way to get everyone united to shut that kind of thing down. You know, I talked to my mom about it. I told her what had gone on. And she's like, is there anything that you can legally do? I said, not really. I said, that's the thing about the internet is that, you know, there's all these weird, like if the guy was actually harassing you in person and, you know, yeah, you could do something. But because it's on the internet, it gets real fuzzy. There's not like clear-cut laws, you know, harassment laws around this kind of thing. And it's also, you know, they'll get into that bit of buyer beware. It's like, well, if you don't want somebody getting on your case, don't put your information out there. Sure, there's that. I see both sides of this, of course, right? But just because somebody's on the internet doesn't make it okay to harass them. So that's the way I feel. That's the way I feel. Yeah, I know. And yeah, that's really sad. It's yeah. And I just cannot support that. I will not go quiet into that good night, right? I will just not do it. That's just not who I am. I'm an Aquarius rising. I'm a radical. I'm a revolutionary. I'm not made to sit in the corner and just keep my hands in my lap and my head down and not say anything when I see something wrong. All right, let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. Now we got that out of there. Woo! I need to let it out though, because I can like feel the fire in my chest. I'm like, all right, Cancer folks. I mean, we're living in 2021. We're living in the Me Too movement, right? We're living in the Me Too movement era. Thank goodness for that. And it's time for women to take their power back. It really is. And not in any kind of mean or negative way, but just to say, you know what? That kind of behavior is not okay. We will not give you oxygen or a platform to do that stuff. It's just not going to happen. You know, not on my watch. Not on my watch. Woohoo! All right, Cancer. Let's get into it. So let's see what's going on with my Cancer folks. We definitely had some great reads on Friday night for all of our signs. So if you haven't checked that out, we always do our Fire Dragon Fridays. Those are our weekly love and romance readings, and we really did have some great ones, some good stuff coming through. So Cancer, let's get you some weekly messages from your spirit animal guides, spirit animal guardians, guides, and friends. Please show us what you've got for our fabulous crabs out there, our beautiful Cancer folks. What messages do you have for them that are going to help them for their highest good this week? And let's start out, please, with one main spirit animal guide for this week ahead for Cancer, please. Ah, yes, the Bee Spirit. I love it. Bee Spirit. Sweet results await. This is a great card of community effort. I love the number 7 on it because the 7 is all about movement forward, learning new things, you know, coming together with others that are like-minded to get something achieved. So this is definitely a card of union and unity. It could be a really powerful week of community connections. And also just feeling like, hey, I'm not so alone. I got somebody helping me out, or they got someone helping them out, and it's me. You know? So definitely a beautiful energy. Seek the sweetness of life this week, Cancer. Seek the good things, and definitely don't hesitate to help out your community or come to their aid, or let them come to your aid. So let's get some tarot on this from our animal tarot for you this week, Cancer. Let's get 3, please. All right, we've got the Camel Spirit coming in here first out, Page of Pentacles. So to me, that's the master planner. It's one of our master planners. This is somebody that definitely gets a plan, sets it in motion, Slow but steady wins the race, always with our Page of Pentacles. He's the slowest moving knight, but he's also the most successful. So I think Cancer, this is a great week for initiating a plan, coming together with others, working towards a goal. Working towards a goal. Yeah, quest for wisdom, abundant harvest. Conserve your energy, pace yourself. Don't expect to get everything done overnight. Give it some time, because that is our Page of Pentacles. It moves things forward. Jaguar, absolutely. Jaguar Spirit. We got the Queen of Swords coming through here, Cancer, as well. So this to me is about boundaries. It is about things coming back to equilibrium and harmony, because this is Libra energy. It's a Libra balance. It's justice. And our Queen of Swords, boy, she is not someone to play with. She has that feminine energy, that intuitive spirit, but she also has that sword. She will not put up with chaos, difficulty, narcissists, or energy thieves in her space. So this is definitely someone that faces down the demons, faces down those issues, isn't afraid of cutting things out that are bringing difficulty into her life or her court. We also have, dun dun dun, the Octopus Spirit, the King of Cups. So this is a really nice balance between intellectual energy and emotional energy. King of Cups is very strong Cancer energy, so it is one of your power cards, in my opinion, Cancer. It is about healing the heart. It's about calm clarity, control over emotions, compassion for yourself and others. It's a very nice steadying energy. So what I feel mostly is that you're investing in something for the future here, you know, putting something into motion, putting something into a plan, and you're coming at it with this attitude of like, I want a good group, I want a good community, and I don't want anything to mess that up. And I will cut out troublemakers if I see them. I want to be in this King of Cups position where I'm very trustworthy, reliable, kind-spirited, open-hearted. It's a really, really nice feeling. On the bottom, ooh, yeah! Look at this. Double up that Libra justice energy with the Elephant Spirit, our justice card. That is our Libra power card, truth, natural law, and righted wrongs. So there may be something that you feel is being brought back into balance this week as you really move forward, both emotionally and spiritually. I feel like you're going to have a greater sense of equilibrium here coming this week, Cancer. Very nice. Let's get into an affirmation card for you. Look at that. We do have one of our magicals coming out here with the Unicorn Spirit of Infinite Possibilities. Ooh, you are the sovereign of the seen and unseen worlds. The magic of love surrounds you. Beauty transforms you. Listen to the spirits of light. Abandon the darkness. Go beyond the ordinary and become the legendary. Oh, I love that energy, guys. I love that energy, Cancer. You know, the unicorn to me is very much like purity of intention. That's very much what I feel with the Unicorn Spirit, purity of intention. And that's what I feel with this. Like you have some kind of higher calling, higher community project that you're starting or initiating this week. And it's all about purity of intent. And you're really not going to put up with people that don't share that same vision that you have. Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff, Cancer. Hey there, hair raisin. Hey, Nixie. Good to see you guys. We're having a good night here tonight. We're spitting some fire. We're talking to some animal spirits. Oh my goodness. We're doing all kinds of good stuff. Oh, thank you. My hair is very fluffy today. It's like I couldn't control it, so there it is. My hair has always had a mind of its own. I understand. Hair Raisin understands this. She knows. She knows what it's like. I've made that joke before. I said, you know, I've got three rabbits. I got 3 bunnies. And I said having, you know, I said taking care of bunnies is a hair-raising experience. Taking care of rabbits is definitely a hair-raising experience. They've been going crazy this week, but they're so sweet. They're so sweet. Aw, yay, Nixie. Thank you so much yet again for that donation that you made on Friday night, guys. It has been definitely slow. It's been a slower month, which is kind of normal when we head into our warmer time of the year. But, you know, anyone that is able to donate, I really appreciate that, because I know that it's hard to get the money sometimes. I know that. So thank you again, Nixie. I really appreciate it. And of course, your time and your energy as well. So let's get into Leo. Leo, I tell you, y'all been rocking and shaking these days. My Leos have been definitely rocking and rolling. It's been definitely powerful times for Leos. And I've done a couple personal reads for Leos lately that they've definitely confirmed that to me. They're like, yes, it's been a lot going on. So dear animal spirits, guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we've got for Leo. Our lions and lionesses this week. Please show us any information, guidance that you want to give them. Let's start out with one main spirit animal guide that will be helping them the most for this week ahead, please. Ooh, I love it, Leo. Take the lead, the stag spirit, one of our most powerful animal spirits, one of the most ancient in the Celtic tradition for sure, is the stag, the guardian of the gateway. You know, this is definitely a gateway guardian, you know, of one that goes from one step to the next of worlds. You know, take the lead, don't be afraid to stand your ground, to make your moves, to go ahead and get what you want. Stags will boy, they're vocal. They're very vocal. It's funny, we think of, you know, the lion as having that roar. Well, the stag has a roar too. They bellow, man. They are like, they make some noise. So Leo, you may be also being encouraged to roar out your truth, to roar your pride in yourself or pride in your work. Don't be afraid to speak your truth this week, Leo. Let's get into your animal tarot. Let's pull 3, please, from this deck. Yeah. Yeah, you go get it, Leo. We got the Jaguar Spirit coming out with our Queen of Swords. So yes, definitely putting your foot down, not taking any guff from anybody. This to me is a quick wit, facing down demons, profound transformation. Our Queen of Swords is definitely a queen that has both the feminine sensibility, but also that intellect of the swords element, the air element. She knows how to cut through to the truth. She knows how to remove people from her path if they are blocking her path and really giving her a hard time, or just creating damage or chaos in her life. This is, you know, really brings that very kind of, you know, it's like she has that emotionality, but she knows how to have logic around it and to deal with things on a very clear-minded basis. Right in the center, we have the pig spirit, guys. This is our 10 of Pentacles. This is overflowing abundance, something that you wanted very much coming to fruition. This is a greater feeling of home, stability, family connections, love sometimes as well. But this is just such a great feeling. You know, it's family, it's true wealth, avoiding risks, you know, just feeling more grounded. It's a very earthy energy. So Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy on this card. It's a great one. It is. It is. And not to be outdone, we've got our 10 of Cups. So 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups. This is a beautiful week, Leo, because we've got both the energy of, you know, that stability, that material world stability, but then look at what we've got here is the emotional blessing, you know, things just blossoming for you, lasting happiness and success and divine blessings. And sometimes, you know, these come to you after quite a, you know, time of difficulty, quite a time of ups and downs, and really working hard for this. It's not like you've just been sitting on your butt taking it easy. And it also may come as a result of you being willing, again, with that stag, to take the lead, Queen of Swords, to cut things out of your life that have just not been good for you, because that's what's going to open that door. That's what's going to open that portal to greater abundance, a greater feeling of emotional and spiritual contentment within. And on the bottom, We got our camel, our little page of pentacles. So this is an initiation of some new process, investing in something that's new, that's going to take you quite a ways. That is my little adventurer of the tarot. This is someone that's really ready to go to that next level. So Leo, very nice read. Let's look at and see what we've got for you on your affirmations here. Yes, we got a double on this Jaguar Spirit. All right, so we got the Black Jaguar, we got the regular Jaguar, Old Soul, Queen of Swords. Look at that. Some nice feline energy for my Leos. Walk through life with confidence and grace. You have power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams. So, you know, Leo, if you feel like, yeah, this Ten of Pentacles, this Ten of Cups, these are great cards, but Ariel, I don't have that yet, or I don't know when I'm going to have that. This is saying, go ahead and start taking the lead towards this, because you can have it, right? And some of the process may simply be embracing this Jaguar energy, which is to cut out the old negative, the old things, the old patterns, even within yourself, because this is about facing down your own issues as well. And really stepping into the light, stepping into a new level. But it is about taking the lead. It is about your personal power, Leo. And you have the power to start manifesting this stuff. It's very nice. I think my lions are going to feel that one. That Jaguar Spirit came out twice for y'all. So that's some powerful big cat going on there. I love the big cats. I do. I love them. Jaguars, cheetahs, tigers, lions. The lynx is a little weird. Lynx has always been a little weird. They got that freaky face. It almost looks too human. It's kind of like, ah! Lynx always freaks me out just a little bit. They look a little bit too human sometimes. Also, they like to eat bunnies, and I'm not too down with that. They really do try to get those snowshoe hares. So, yeah. All right, Virgo, let's see what you've got going on with you this week, my beautiful earth babies. I hope you all are doing awesome. Let's see what we have for you in your animal messages this week. Dear animal spirits, guardians, guides, and friends, please show me what you've got for our beautiful Virgos this week going on. Whatever messages of encouragement and guidance they most need to know. And please bring through one main spirit guide that will be working with them the most this week. Thank you so much. I like it. There we are. My mom's favorite animal actually is the elephant. The elephant spirit coming out for you, Virgo. So learning from the past. This is also about balance, you know, balance and harmony. In my animal tarot deck, they use the elephant as the animal spirit for the justice card. So I can't help but feel a little bit of that as well when I pull this card. There's a little bit of justice, harmony, equilibrium. Yes, learning from the past. You know, there's that thing about the memory and elephants having the memory, right? And it's sort of that thing where you're kind of like remembering things that you've learned before, seeing maybe repeating patterns coming back around, and you're going to make a better decision this time because you're like, oh, I've seen this before. I know what to do with that. Very nice. Very, very nice energy there. So let's get into some tarot for you. Let's look at our animal tarot here, Virgo. See what we have coming out. Wow. Wow. Virgo, is this a powerful week or what? There we go. We are starting out with the chimpanzee spirit, the Two of Pentacles, balance, go with the flow, having more fun. To me, this is all about stepping into balance. Again, very interesting that we had that energy of balance around the elephant spirit. So yeah, take it one day at a time. Remember to enjoy your journey. Remember to enjoy your journey. Don't let things get you too down or get you too heavy. You might be working with some financial issues as well. Sometimes that comes in with the Two of Pentacles, where you're balancing your checkbook or making sure that you're spending wisely. That can be part of it as well. Powerful week though. Look at this, Virgo. We've got this Astropia moth in the center. That is our death card in this tarot deck. So to me, that's some Scorpio energy coming through. Very, very big. It's transition, transformation, death and rebirth, letting something big go out of your life, or transforming deeply from within. It's destruction, but it's also renewal and rebirth, resurrection, and real truth emerging. It's a very powerful card. And we do have the Ace of Pentacles here as well. So it's an interesting thing. This could be actually transforming your financial situation very, very powerfully, from one where you're just feeling like maybe living paycheck to paycheck, or things are a little bit nerve-wracking, and then maybe something changes in a powerful way this week, whether you have an influx, you know, of actual material resources. That would be awesome. But it's also the potential to change the way that you see money and the way that you see, you know, financial stability, or, you know, that feeling of actual wealth, right? Because the Ace of Pentacles is there to tell you, you know, you're going to have enough. You're going to be okay. We got your back. We got your back, babe. The Ace of Pentacles many times as well is a material gift from Spirit. It's something that gives you a little more feeling of stability, things manifesting sometimes if you've been working on them very hard. It's a really nice card of prosperity. On the bottom, we also have our Lovers card, the Hoatson Spirit. Love in all its forms, commitment and choices. So, you know, for some of my Virgos, you may be making some financial decisions with a partner or a loved one. That could be very possible. Or changing something very powerfully around joint shared finances. That could be a thing as well. So could be a powerful week here, Virgos. Could be a powerful week. Let's see what we've got in our affirmations for you guys. Peacock Spirit's coming out. So don't hesitate to shine your light. Yeah, and stand up for yourself if you need to. There is that vibrancy. You were born to shine and inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. Be grateful for life, and more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. Yeah. Don't under yourself, Virgo. I feel like that's a big message I give to Virgos a lot. Because they do. They don't always like... Virgos have a hard time recognizing how good they are, and so I'm always here to like tell them. On the bottom of that, we had the Squirrel Spirit. So yeah, I mean, this is definitely, look at, not only it says believe in yourself, Virgo, but this is definitely also about, you know, to me, finance and saving for the future and putting something away. That, you know, getting prepared. That's being prepared for the future. There's something about that going on with you this week. It's actually a really good read, but it's powerful. It's powerful. All right, let's see what we've got for Libra. Our beautiful Libras in the house. Let's see how you are doing out there, Libra. I hope you are all doing wonderful. Let's get some spirit animal messages for our Libras out there. Dear animal spirits, guardians, guides, and friends, please show us what you have in store this week for our Libra folks. Whatever messages, guidance, and information that they would be, that they need most for their highest good. And let's please start with one main spirit animal guide that will be helping them out the most this week. Thank you so much. Our little trickster, our little prankster, our little joker. Here he is. There he is, our little Loki. There's a coyote. Trust in divine detours. So Libra, when the coyote comes out, I would say if anything funny or strange or kind of frustrating even happens this week, remember to keep your humor. Remember to not worry about it too much. If you're on some certain path and then something comes into your life and you just go, oh, what in the world? Just roll with it. Roll with it. Sometimes Coyote has this real way of showing us something important that we need to see, or revealing some truth by kind of playing a little trick on us or playing a little joke. It's a really fun energy. A lot of people, a lot of different cultures don't really like Coyote because he is that prankster, he is that trickster spirit, but I think he's really sacred. I think he's actually really fun. So trust in the detours this week, Libra. If something throws you for a loop, or you feel kind of like, what was that? Just go with it. Roll with the punch. Roll with the weirdness. Let's see what we've got in your animal tarot. Let's get 3, please, for Libra. Wow, very nice earthy energy too. Very nice earthy energy. I think you're going to be just fine, because I think that overall, I think your energy is going to be nice and grounded this week. We're starting out with our cow. I love this cow card. The Empress. This is our Empress in the tarot. So this is a power card for Libra and Taurus. You do have your energy in this card. So to me, it's great to see this in your own reading. This is about abundance, creativity, fertility, manifesting things. It's very beautiful manifesting, and it's really a very creative spirit. So Libra, I do feel that you're going to be grounded. You're going to be very creative this week. You're going to have a lot of inspirations and ideas flowing through to you. Might be a good time to write them down. Might be a good time to start, putting some of those ideas into actual physical practice. It is something that you're, really planting. Look at this. We got our little bunny rabbit. We got all these nice earthy energies with the 7 of Pentacles. This is about planting those seeds and waiting for them to take root and prosper and flourish. So these 2 cards together just feels like, wow, what a great week for planning. What a great week for cultivating things. Reaping what is sown, constancy, perspective. That Coyote spirit is probably going to get you to see things in a new light this week, right? When it comes to your future plans or the way that you're manifesting things. I'd say that's very possible. We also have the Camel Spirit, our Page of Pentacles. So this is really that long haul journey. This is all about, a new investment you might be making, a new journey or a new class or a new job, something that's coming through on that earth plane. You may be considering that. It's also about movement, right? It's planned movement, but it's also movement, right? That's why we have our camel there, the long distance traveler. It's a quest. It's a quest energy. Beginning something, and pacing yourself. On the bottom, ooh, Libra, we got that walrus, that 8 of Cups. So this is about leaving something behind that is no longer spiritually or emotionally fulfilling. You may be saying, I'm going to let this one go because I got better seeds to plant over here. I've got better things to work on. You have got so much earthy power coming through in these cards. These are just about not just, staying grounded, not just about taking practical steps. These are also about having fun doing it. So that's what feels really good about this read to me. I feel like you're kind of stepping back a little bit into your power, having a sense of humor about things, remembering to laugh a little bit more. That's what the Coyote's bringing you this week. To not take things too hard. If you have to adjust or change your plans, it's like, okay, that's all right. Maybe this is better anyway, So let's get an affirmation on this for Libra. What a nice read. Nice. Lion Spirit. Woot! We got our lion coming out. Higher calling. And that is what I definitely feel. There's some higher calling action going on here. You have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past. Yeah, there it was. Letting go of the past. And reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. Wow. I got good goosebumps on that one, Libra. I liked that. Such a good read. I like that earthy stuff coming in for you. It gives me a Taurus feeling, you know. Very Taurus-y. You might have a Taurus in your life, or be working with one. Or if you have some, you know, strong earth placements in your chart, you may be partnering up with somebody that's earthy and has that ability to kind of put your dreams into manifest reality. You could be working that yourself, because that Empress card is a power card for Libra and Taurus both. Very nice. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio. How are you guys doing out there? I hope it is a wonderful evening for you. I hope it's been a good week. This is going to be your animal spirit messages for this week ahead. We're going to start out with one main spirit guide for you. So dear animal spirits, guardians, guides, and friends, please show us what you've got for our Scorpios this week. Any information or guidance that they need for their highest good. Nice. Flamingo Spirit. I always dig this card. I think it's so much fun. Embrace the in-between. Embrace the in-between. So this is really saying, Scorpio, this is a week to keep balance. This is a week to keep balance. You know, maybe making decisions with both the head and the heart, right? Bringing those two sides together very strongly. This could also point to that kind of hanged man sort of energy where one side of things hasn't completely closed up, and the other, you know, the new door hasn't opened yet, right? You're kind of in that in-between, a little bit of that limbo in between these two states of being. Very, very interesting. Let's get into your animal tarot, Scorpio. Let's see what we have coming through here for this week for you. Whoa. Okay, guys. Right in the center, look what we've got. The flamingo and the flamingo. We're doubling that up for you guys. We're doubling up that energy. We're starting out with our dolphin spirit. This is our Knight of Cups. So this is definitely, you know, potential love offers, emotional discussions. You might be making an offer to someone. They might be making an offer to you. Sometimes, Scorpio, it isn't always the most honest energy, right? Because sometimes this can be that real seductive, powerful, you know, kind of like real charismatic type. So definitely look a little below the surface. I know you usually do anyway. You're very investigative. But if this is someone brand new coming into your life, or if the offer seems a little too good to be true, just do a little bit of due diligence under that. Otherwise, this is the potential for joy, true romance, and a lot more fun coming into your life. Second card out. There he is. So we're doubling up our flamingo energy, you know, in the center of this here, Scorpio. Two of Wands, Two of Wands. So this is some decision making. Again, the in-between, the in-between. You might be kind of going door number one or door number two. I have a choice that I've got to make. I've got a choice or a decision. This is also, to me, the in-between, right? 1 foot down in the water, 1 foot tucked up, right? It's really that thing about balance that comes in with the flamingo. Balancing act. Yeah, taking the first steps. This is that Aries energy that comes with the Two of Wands. Very strong Aries energy. It's about new beginnings. And you might be closing down one thing and going to the next. For some of you, you might be making a decision between, you know, who you want to date, who you want to get more serious with in a relationship. You might be making a decision about who you want to make a love offer to or not. You may be making a decision about where you want to work or where you want to move. Two of Wands is all about those new beginnings on the horizon. Taking that globe out and saying, where in the world do I want to go? That old game about spinning the globe, putting your finger down and moving wherever it lands. You might be doing a little bit of that kind of thinking this week, Scorpio. Our last card coming out is the Condor Spirit. That is our King of Swords. That is Aquarius energy. So Scorpio, I feel like this is a thing where you're really making some big decisions. There's a big decision feeling. Truth, final authority, brilliant mind. Our King of Swords is definitely the master strategist. This is somebody that makes decisions without a whole lot of emotionality or, you know, feelings or all that clouding his judgment. It's like, let's just do what makes the most logical, rational sense. I also feel that the King of Swords is very much about freedom and liberation, because it is that Aquarius energy. This is the man with the plan. Is the King of Swords. So you might very well, you know, kind of be going back and forth between some things through this week, Scorpio. But then, you know, you really step into that King of Swords energy where you're like, you know what? We're going to make a plan. We're going to make a plan. And on the bottom, look at that Lion King coming out there on the bottom. Yeah. I feel like singing the Lion King music. Ah, hey, ah. The Strength card, mind over matter, love wins out, and majesty. So Scorpio, I do feel like if you're dealing with a love question or situation, true love will win out in the end. If it goes away, it probably wasn't meant for you, or probably wasn't true love, right? You know, but if it stays strong and it comes through, hang in there with it. The Lion card, the Strength card, is also very much about the balance between ourselves, our spiritual side, and also our physical manifest side. So there's really that balance between the two sides of ourself as well. And Scorpio, you are a sign that really does balance two very heavy sides of humanity. That's part of why Scorpio is the most powerful sign of the zodiac, you know, because you all really embrace the two most powerful sides of human nature. It's very strong. So let's get into your affirmations for Scorpio, please. Look at that. Yes, we got some powerful animals on this week. We got the elephant spirit coming through as your affirmation here, Scorpio. Love is your strength. Leadership is your past. Your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome every problem, and you will naturally and easily achieve success. Wow, that's nice. Any kind of back and forth energies or decisions you've got to make this week, don't take them too hard. I think you're going to come up with the right approach. You're going to figure out what to do. But you're definitely in between two states of being this week, making some decisions about where to go next. Wow. All right, let's clear these out just a little bit. That was an intense reading. Scorpio always brings the intense reading. They always bring the heat. Oh my goodness. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what we've got for my feisty, fiery folks out there. I hope you all are doing awesome. Let's see what we've got for you in your spirit animal messages this week, Sagittarius. Dear animal spirits, guardians, guides, and friends, please show us what you have for our beautiful Sagittarians. Bring through whatever messages or guidance that they most need for their highest good this week. And please let's start out with one main spirit animal that will be helping them the most. Ooh, Sagittarius, you can join the Libra group this week. We've got our coyote spirit coming out, our little divine trickster. So I think actually this is great for Sag, because you are such a sign that can roll with these kind of punches and see the humor in the detours and the tricks and the, you know, silliness of life. Trust in divine detours. So similar message for you that Libra had, which is really, you know, don't get thrown too much if something changes. If you've got to be flexible, if you've got to say, okay, I thought I was going this way, but then, you know, you come to that detour and it's sending you down a different path. Just go with it. Roll with it, Sagittarius. It might take you somewhere that's even better than you thought. Just that's kind of the point of that. So let's see what we've got in your animal tarot for the week here, Saggy. Let's get 3, please, on this week for them. Ooh. Making some big choices this week. All right, so Sagittarius. I do feel like for some of you, you're definitely letting something go for something. Some of you are letting something go. Something emotional, something spiritual. We got that Walrus and we got that Eight of Cups. So this is really, you know, letting go of something that's not been fulfilling for you. Usually in heart space. This could be love. It could be a job. It could be somewhere you live. It could be, you know, a community that you've been a part of. But some which way, you're leaving something behind that didn't feel right. Or maybe it was pretty good and there was just some really, really main key component that was missing. Second card, the Rabbit Spirit. So to me, you're stepping from something that just wasn't working out into something where you feel, you know what, it might feel not like maybe a completely new start, like it's almost that feeling like I got to start all over, but not entirely, right? It's not like you're having to start over entirely, but you're definitely going a different direction. You're planting new seeds. You're putting in a new investment. You're changing something up. And I feel like, you know, the feeling that you have is that if I do this, if I let go of the things that weren't satisfactory, the things that I knew just weren't sitting right in my soul, right? Just, you know when it's like that. You know when it just doesn't feel quite right. But you know, it's like, and it may take a little effort. It may take some patience and perseverance to go in this new direction. But you have this sense that it's going to work out better. You just have a sense. It's like it may take a little time, a little investment, a little patience and persistence, but it's going to pay off. That's the Seven of Pentacles. It always pays off. And you know bunnies, they're very good at multiplying. They're good at making more. So that's definitely a feeling that, you know, whatever you start to invest in now is going to make more. It's going to have a good future. And here we go. Miss Jaguar, Queen of Swords is coming in as well. So I do feel that what this is bringing you back to is a sense of balance, self-empowerment. This could be someone that's going into business for themselves very strongly, or letting something go. You know, again, letting something go, cutting something out very actively. There's that feeling. This is like leaving behind something that's not fulfilling or satisfying. And the Queen of Swords is really making that very clear-cut decision to just chop those evildoers or miscreants or troublemakers right on out of her life. It's very strong. Very nice. Let's see what we have on the bottom. Aha. Yes, Manatee. So, you know, Sagittarius, I do feel, you know, between that Eight of Cups and this Five of Cups, there's definitely been this feeling of potentially mourning a little bit or grieving a little bit of a loss or a change or a transition. But this is also a powerful card that says better times are ahead, right? A lot of folks are dealing with that Five of Cups this week. That card's been coming up quite a bit. So I do feel like this is a week of transition. I feel like this is a week of really letting the past go, coming to grips with it, doing a little heart healing, because that way you can really move forward, right? It's you know, you have to clean the wound out before it can really heal the best. And so don't take away that grieving process from yourself. And I would say that to anyone. You know, make sure you've cleaned the wound, because once you do that, you can heal better. You can move forward a lot easier. Say what you need to, get it out of your system, and then go forward. So let's get an affirmation on this for you, Sagittarius. Aw, yes, 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 yes. Good luck with our ladybug is your affirmation. Love to see this. And Sagittarius, in case you hadn't been reminded of this lately, you are the luckiest sign. You have a natural good luck from your ruler Jupiter. You have it. You do have that good luck on your side. And so I love to see this. It's sort of that reminder that even if things are up and down, even if there's some emotional ebb and flow this week, don't forget, you are a lucky bug. You are a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. Feel good about being a loving and colorful you. You bless the world with color and good luck. Yes, you do. You do. Sagittarius just has a magical ability to bounce back after even the hardest things. It's kind of an unbelievable power they have. And early, it's kind of late at night or early morning, depending on when you may be awake or not. But Jupiter has become visible again. Jupiter and Saturn are both coming up on our horizon, on our eastern horizon. I think that they're starting to rise around 2:30 or 3 a.m. And of course, they are visible until sunrise. Yeah, so Jupiter is super bright out there these days, or evenings, as I take walks late at night, and Jupiter is just brilliant. It is beautiful. So Sagittarius and Capricorn, get out there, see your ruling planet. They're visible with the naked eye, and even though we've got a lot of light pollution here, I'm still able to see them extremely well. So yes, Jupiter and Saturn are hanging out. The last time that they were super visible, remember last year, winter solstice, the big conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn. They were both in Capricorn. They were sitting right next to each other. Now they're spaced out a little further apart, but they're still traveling together. They're still hanging out. Sagittarius and Capricorn hanging out. I always like to go outside and see my ruling planet up there. I'm like, hey, Saturn, be nice to me. Be nice to me. I've been through too much. Please be nice to me. I'm trying the best to learn the Saturn lessons. Be nice. All right, Capricorn. Speaking of Saturn, there we are. There's our guy. It is goat time. Let's go, Krista. Let's go, David. All our goats in the house. Let's go. It is Capricorn time. I hope you guys are doing awesome this week. It's definitely been an interesting week. It's been an interesting week for Capricorn. Let's see what's coming up. Oh my goodness. Let's see what our spirit animal guardians have got for Capricorn. Let's tap these cards out. Make sure they're nice and clear for us. All right, divine animal spirits, guardian guides, and friends, please show us what you have for our Capricorn goats this week ahead. Show us any guidance, any information that they need for their best and highest good. And let's please start out with one main spirit animal guide. They'll be assisting Capricorn the most for this week. Thank you so much. Ooh, yeah, crow spirit, Capricorn. Aha, crow is a fabulous spirit animal to pull. Co-create with spirit. I would also say, funny enough, the crow is aligned with divine law and order. Yes. Whereas the raven is more to do with magic and shamanism and, destruction and creation. The crow is very much about law and what is right and wrong. Boy, I have felt that. Really putting my foot down and stating, this is okay, this is not okay. Wild energy. Love the crow spirit. When I was younger, I used to have tons of crows. When I was growing up, my old childhood house, lots of crows. Lots of crow energy. They are smart. They are funny. They are the most comical birds sometimes. They're very good on facial recognition. They're very hard to trick. You can't really trick a crow. You can't BS a crow. Even bird people, ornithologists, people that really study birds. I've read books about crows, and they said they are especially canny at knowing when there's a trap laid for them, like people that want to put little, bands to monitor their activity, etc. They said half the time you'll put that net down, or you'll put that thing down, and you'll cover it and it'll look exactly the way it looks, but the crows just won't land on it for whatever reason. They have a sense. They have a sense about when something's not right. They have great facial recognition. So if they start to associate a certain person or a certain situation with something negative, they'll avoid it like the plague. You will never get them near you. They're great. They're just, a fascinating being on so many levels. I've always loved crows and ravens, especially crows, because that's what I grew up more with. Ravens are not as prolific down here in the South, so we do get a lot of crows. And boy, I've seen them do so many funny things. So many funny things. It's almost hard to come up with a list. Once when I was living in Oregon, I saw a crow lecturing a cat. I mean, it was like lecturing a cat. It was the funniest thing I ever saw. I walked by and there was this little fence and the crow was sitting up on the fence, maybe like 2 or 3 feet up above the cat. And it was like a domestic cat and the cat was just sitting there looking up at the crow. And the crow was just like, you know, like telling the cat off. And the cat was sort of like, you know, like listening, like, oh crap, okay, I get it, I did wrong, I got caught. It was hilarious. That crow was telling that cat off, and the cat was like putting up with it. It was sort of like, I almost got the sense that the cat was like, I better listen to this cat because this bird is fully capable of kicking my ass. And if I don't listen to his lecture, he's going to actually come and get me. I got that feeling. So this is a powerful week, Capricorn. The crow spirit is definitely about spiritual law and order, calling the shots as you see them, and being very, very aware, of what's going on within your space. Hey there, Christina. Good to see you. Good to see you, hon. All right, let's see what we've got in our tarot, our animal tarot for you this week, Capricorn. Let's get 3 to start, please. Ooh, these are energized because I'm energized. 3, please, for Capricorn. 3, please. Don't give me too many, guys. Nice, 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 nice. Ooh, Capricorn, Capricorn. I can already tell this is a powerful week for you. And I feel like I'm about to sneeze. Yep. Sneeze of confirmation. Whenever I sneeze on a reading, I know there's something to pay attention to. First sneeze of the night. We're starting out with the sloth spirit here, Capricorn. That is our 4 of Swords. So to me, if you've been through a lot, if you've been going through a lot, or as usual, if you have been working a lot, and there's been a lot of battles to fight and a lot of things to head off, I can definitely resonate with this. This is telling you to have some time for quiet reflection, waiting till your timing is right. Relax, Capricorn, relax. Don't get too... Don't commit too much this week. Just take things as they go and don't feel guilty. I know Capricorns often feel guilty if they take a break or if they sleep in a little more, whatever that is. If they're not as productive and active as usual, give yourself a little permission, Capricorn, to just relax, because that 4 of Swords is about really taking a break from the battle, taking the armor off. You know, you can go fight the battle later, Capricorn. You don't got to do it this week. I think this is a powerful week for you guys because look at this shark spirit coming in. There's your devil card. And the devil card is Capricorn's power card in the major arcana of the tarot. So my feeling, Capricorn, when I see this, is that this is a power week for you. And I really like that. You know, most of the time people might be really kind of standoffish about the devil or have bad connotations. But to me, when it's in the sign's own reading, this feels very powerful and very empowering. This feels like you really stepping into like a new level of being. It's a really great feeling. And the other side that I would say to the devil card is that you may be feeling, again, this is distancing yourself from maybe being in that workaholic space, because it is Capricorn. And the negative side of Capricorn is they can just work themselves to the bone and not have anything left. And just because you have good stamina, Capricorn, doesn't mean you should work yourself to death. Try telling us that, but you know. But this can be that spiritual awakening and releasing yourself from some kind of limitation or some kind of negative belief about yourself. By being a little bit mindful and reflective this week, you're going to see very clearly the best sides of yourself and maybe the not so good sides of yourself so that you can release those. It's very powerful for you either way because that is your card. The Dragonfly Spirit's coming in here too with the Eight of Wands. So I do feel like this is kind of a rapid progression or some kind of, you know, empowerment that happens this week. The Eight of Wands is very quick moving. It could be a lot of messages, a lot of things coming your way this week. It's optimism, it's speed, it's Sagittarius energy, so it's really like boom, 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 boom. It can sometimes, for some of you Capricorns, be, you know, those romantic, wonderful messages. Some readers call that Cupid's arrows of love flying through to bring you something good. The other thing that really blows my mind away about this reading is on the bottom, there's the macaw, the World Spirit. Wow, the World card in the tarot. This is another, you know, the Devil and the World are Capricorn's power cards in the major arcana, because this is the Capricorn card, the World is the Saturn ruled card, and that's our ruling planet. So the fact that both of your power cards are coming up this week for you, Capricorn, wow. To me, there's some kind of empowerment around you. There is also a feeling of something coming full circle. I think you're really closing out some old cycles that could have been very heavy and very karmic. You might also be dealing with Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, or Leo in your life, because all those signs are also included in the World card, just like in our Wheel of Fortune. But this is beautiful beginnings that come after the end of contracts being completed. Infinite possibilities opening up for you. This is just a powerful read. I'm so happy to see this, Capricorn. Makes me happy. It does. Yeah, look at that. On the bottom of the deck, we had the Wombat Spirit. Be at home. Capricorn, chill at home this week. Do your thing. Wrap up some projects, but mostly release yourself. Release yourself from any old emotional baggage or bondage or things that have been dragging you down, even on a subconscious low-key level. Give yourself some space, because when you get some rest, when you get a little bit of recovery on this, things are going to speed up. Like as the week goes by, getting closer to the end of the week, it's going to speed up. It'll pick right back up again. But give yourself a little time to reflect, to meditate, to help integrate some of these new lessons and levels that you're going to. This is one of the best readings I've actually done for Capricorn in a minute. This is really nice. Let's get an affirmation on this for you goats. For my goats. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Capricorn's probably hanging out on the mountains somewhere, right? There's the elk. There's the nobility spirit. Celebrate your accomplishments with humility. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you. Your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. That's Capricorn. Straight up. That's straight up. And you know, Capricorn, time is always on your side. If you haven't conquered that challenge yet, you know you will. You know you will. Only a matter of time and perseverance. Thank you so much for that blessing, Krista, my fellow Cappy girl. Thank you. I'm gonna blow my nose. Oh my goodness. That sneeze really got me. The Capricorn sneeze. That's like seriously one of the best Capricorn readings I've done on our spirit animal reads for a while. It was really, really good. I love the fact that both of our power cards came out in that reading. That was great. That makes me feel really happy. I feel like, wow, just I really resonate with that as me having 4 planets in Capricorn. David out there, he's got 5 planets in Capricorn. We got a lot of Capricorn energies here, but that just feels so good. It makes so much sense of some of the things that I've been dealing with this week. Wow. And I feel like going into this next week is just, it's like it just sets the stage for things to be even better. Woo! Good stuff, guys. Really good. All right, Aquarius. Let's see what we got, Aquarius. I hope y'all are doing awesome. I love my Aquarius folks. That's my rising sign. I have a very powerful association with Aquarius. I made a joke yesterday that all Aquarius folks are aliens. They're all from the future. Aquarius are all from the future. I said I'm part alien because I got a powerful Aquarius rising. Oh my goodness. Let's see what we've got, guys, for my dear Aquarians out there. Dear animal spirits, guardians, guides, and friends. Let's see what we have for the week ahead for Aquarius, please. Show us whatever messages of guidance, whatever inspiration that they need most for their highest good. And let's start them out with one main spirit animal guardian for this week. Two wanted to come out. Two wanted to come out on the top here. So I'm going to take it. I'm just going to take it. I'm going to give you two this week, Aquarius. All right, we got the whale spirit and we got the giraffe spirit. Boy, couldn't be a whole lot more different in some ways. Yeah. Trust the great mystery and see the big picture. Wow. I like that. Whale spirit is the record keeper, right? Whale spirit is the record keeper. It remembers history. It has a long memory. It sings its song. Trust in the divine. Takes a deep dive. Giraffe spirit, obviously, you can see wide and far. And Aquarius, in some ways, that feels even more your energy because that is seeing the bigger picture. That is seeing the future, you know, looking at the long term. On the bottom of this deck, we had the owl spirit. You can see clearly now. So I feel like there's a lot of clarity coming into your life this week. A lot of clarity of vision. A lot of ability to see the long-term benefits of what you're working on and doing. It's really nice. It's a really nice feeling. So Aquarius, you know, if you've been kind of bogged down or you've been really, you know, feeling kind of stuck, you know, just keep your eyes on the prize. You know, you might be doing a lot of hard work or having to be really patient lately, but the good stuff is coming. Look at the long term. Look at the long term. So let's see what we've got in your tarot. Let's clear these out for you guys real good. You got a lot going on. Y'all are very busy. Y'all are very busy. Here we got the Roadrunner spirit coming in, our Knight of Swords. Courage and action. Yeah, a lot of forward movement. You may be dealing with a degree of anxiety, a degree of, you know, a little bit of underlying tension. Sometimes there is that with the Knight of Swords. It has a lot on its mind, a lot that it feels like it needs to say and do. Yeah, it's a real rapid movement. In the center, we do have the squirrel. We do have the squirrel spirit here. And that is our Ace of Wands. That's inspiration, bright future. That's powerful, new, passionate beginnings in life. Because it's the squirrel, it also feels very much like you're working on something. You're getting prepared for something. You know, you're storing up your acorns. You really are. But it's really preparing you for a brand new life. It's preparing you for something brand new that's coming in. And so, nice energy with this horse. That's why I feel like you might be really busy. We've got some really active animals on this reading this week here, Aquarius. All three of these, they're always in motion, right? Roadrunner, squirrel, and horse. They're always in motion. They're always moving, always shaking, always doing something. You know, going in the direction that you want to go in, cutting through a lot of old baggage and a lot of old crap. Squirrel, Ace of Wands coming in, brand new bold beginnings in life, positive changes, yeah, revitalization. And the horse spirit, that's our Chariot card. And the Chariot is all about moving into a new state of being. It's learning from the past. It's coming into a sort of emotional harmony and a subconscious equilibrium. That's why we have, you know, the dark horse and the light horse, the yin and the yang, right? The masculine and the feminine. It's the balance. And so that's what that Chariot is about. Chariot card is Cancer energy. Because out those deeper subconscious emotions. And once we have those in balance, they can guide us really, really well. It's about victory. It's about travel. You may be planning some travel, Aquarius, planning a lot of movement going on. And you realize right now, too, you're in that place of one cycle not being completely done and the new cycle not being completely ready to start. It's that limbo. It's that in-between space, right? The hanged man. So you may be surrendering some things. You may be facing down some darkness. You may be releasing some things. That's why that owl spirit there on the bottom, I like that, because it's really seeing through the dark, seeing through the difficulties, seeing the brighter times ahead. There's a lot of good movement here. That's what I say. This is a week of movement. This is a week of seeing the bigger picture. And don't let yourself get too frustrated or too anxious if things aren't moving as fast as you might like them to, because I really do get this feeling like you want to move, you want things to go. You really do. You really do. You really want a new life. You really want things to just be like, ah, yes, finally released, right? Let's get an affirmation on this for Aquarius, please. Yes, and sometimes it takes a little assertive energy. We've got the cougar spirit with assertive, aggressive, you know, kind of going for what you want. In silence, you find power. Claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and confidence to succeed. Yeah. And sometimes you just need to remember that, Aquarius. Sometimes you need to remember that you do have the power to make these changes. And definitely, you're a different kind of creature. So, you know, you do it in your own way. No one can tell you how to do it. Trust me. No one can tell an Aquarius how to do something. You gotta let Aquarius believe it's all their own idea. I'm that way. I've always been that way. My poor mom. They couldn't tell me how to do anything. It was like, no, I'm going to do it my way. Because I was born on the last day of Capricorn. I was literally born like 6 hours before the sun goes into Aquarius. So I'm a very Aquarian Capricorn. And I grew up with, you know, my solar progression for my first 30 years of life in Aquarius and my rising and part of fortune in Aquarius. Oh, nobody could tell me what to do. No. It's like my way or the highway. I'm doing it my way. I'm not doing it any other way. If it's weird, I like it, you know. Yeah. It is. It is. Aquarians can be very contrary. It's kind of like if you tell us like, you know, that it's this way, we're like, we'll challenge it just to be different. It's really a lot of reverse psychology. Aquarians generally don't cave to peer pressure very much. We really don't. That's why I never smoked, drank, did any, you know, thing like that, because, you know, I'd have everybody saying, well, this is what everybody does. I'm like, well, that's what everybody does. Well, I'm going to be different. That's Aquarius. If everybody's doing that, I'm going to do the other thing. I'm going to go the reverse way. Yeah. Aquarian energy, well, I'll tell you what about that, David. They can seem really introverted and really like lonery sometimes. It can really trip you up because, yeah, having a strong Aquarius energy for me, I know how it is. Like there's times where you want to be around people because Aquarius does rule the mass consciousness, right? It rules the big groups of people, the world at large. This is why Aquarians usually like to know what's going on in the world. They really like to be aware of what's happening because they rule that mass consciousness. But at the same time, Aquarius is also a very individualistic and independent sign. And so there really will be those very clear times, like sometimes they love to be in a big group and feel what's going on in the world, and then there's other times they don't want anybody around. They just want to do their own thing. They need a lot of time alone or alone space. It's very typical. The other reason for that is because when Aquarius is out in the world, They expend a lot of energy. They put a lot of energy out. And so when they're alone, they really have to recharge their batteries. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, they can be real weird. It's Aquarians are real weird. They're ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is a planet that doesn't even like stay in a normal orbit. It wobbles in orbit. So it's like they're the eccentrics of the zodiac. They're also a fixed sign, so they're very stubborn. Once they set their mind on something, it's very hard to change their mind. Very hard. My dad was such a hardcore Aquarius. Oh my word, once he got his mind set on something, you could not change it. You could not change this guy's mind. It was like, he made his decisions and he stuck by them. You couldn't change his mind. But the good thing is most Aquarians are very humanitarian people, and they really do care about the empowerment and well-being of all people. The three tenets of Aquarius are freedom, the universal brotherhood and sisterhood of all beings, and truth. Truth, freedom, and the universal connection of all beings. They are those three things. If Aquarius was going to be a shape, it would be a triangle. You could write each one of those tenets on each corner. Yeah. Yeah, my dad definitely had that energy, Yuyi. Oh, he was stubborn as heck. My dad had 15 squares in his chart. He had 3 planets in Aquarius and a rising and moon in Scorpio. Dude was all squares. Once he set his mind, the foods he liked, the things he liked, the people he liked or didn't like, it was just boom, stuck. Not moving on that. Yeah. Yeah, moon's getting bigger. The moon is creeping up on us. We're going to have a full moon soon here in just 3 more days. 3 more days, guys. My allergies are really starting to kick me. I don't know what's up with that. I can feel it. Oh, thanks, Jesse. I love talking about my dad. He was just one of the best people ever. He really was. And is. I feel like he's there for me and all of us. I do. He was just such a good energy. He was so good. He was. He was snappy. He was sweet and snappy both at the same time. He didn't hold back on his thoughts and opinions and feelings with me. Like, I always knew where he sat. Yeah, he's just, there he is. I always want to show his pictures. There's him with his chicken. That's my Aquarius dad. He's definitely different. He was one of a kind. He was one of a kind. There's not too many people like him. Yep. He used to say, there's more good women than good men. Oh my goodness, the things he would say. Especially for being like a southern white man. It's like the things he'd say were just like, dang, he was really aware. He's like, men don't appreciate how tender-hearted women are. Oh my gosh, he would say that. Yeah. Oh, he was very dedicated. Never a cheater. Never the kind of guy that would be hitting on other women. He was loyal to my mom through and through. There's not very many guys that are that, like, hardcore, like, solid, serious. He didn't have a good relationship with his dad. You know, he had a very, very rough relationship. I never met him. I never met my dad's dad because, yeah. So I always tell people, I'm like, if you've had a really hard life or broken home or abusive parents, don't let it determine how you come out, because my dad was, like, honestly, one of my greatest blessings in life. He really is and was. You know, because he went through hell. He went through hell growing up. But he really turned it around. Both him and my mom. Yeah, that was him. February 9th. Oh my goodness. He was just, you know, there is no typical Aquarius because they're all just so weird. But but he was definitely a typical Aquarius, and the fact that he was just Totally his own person. Didn't care about what anyone else thought or said. He always used to say, as long as you know that you're doing the right thing, you don't need to worry about what anyone else is saying. If you know that you're being loyal and truthful and living with integrity, you don't need to worry about what anyone else says. That doesn't matter. And I mean, that kind of thing, that rung true with me, big time. Oh yeah, no, well, he saw what his mother and his sisters and then me and my sister have, you know, went through and gone through with guys. And my dad, boy, he was just like, there aren't very many good men. He's like, what's wrong with the men these days? He was like a male suffragette, you know, he was like, what's wrong with these men? Yeah. And I think he lived a very conscious life of trying his very best to not be like those guys. You know, he was like, all the crappy things that these guys have shown me, he's like, I'm not going to be like that. I'm not going to do that stuff, you know? Yeah. He was so funny. He was one of those, my dad was one of those people that it wasn't always the stuff he would say, it was how he would say it. It's like he wasn't trying to be funny. He just was all the time. Like, he just would always have you laughing. That was, my mom said, was a big thing with my dad. She said, a big reason I chose him, because my mom was a hottie. She could have had any guy, but she said the reason I picked him is because he always made me laugh. I could always tell him everything I was thinking. I never had to hold back. I could totally be myself. I could totally be myself with him. You know, it makes a big difference. It's a big deal. It's a big deal in a relationship, I think. Yeah, my parents' wedding anniversary would have been this week. May 20th was their wedding anniversary. It would have been 49 years. So my dad passed away 3 years ago, so they made it to 46 years. But really, they were together over 50 because they dated for about 5 years before they got married. Yeah. Yeah, they were dating for a long time before they got married. Oh, yeah. Yeah, my dad was so funny when I would do my astrology classes. He would bring his chart and he'd come into the group and he'd say, who's got more squares than anyone else? He had 15 squares in that chart. I think he was kind of proud of it. He was kind of proud of it. Oh, man. All right, let's finish our evening up. We're going to dig into Pisces and see what we've got going for our fish folks, our little mermaids. See what's going on with the mer folks. All right, Pisces. Love you guys. Love my Pisces. I love Pisces too because I got Venus in Pisces. I have a soft spot. I have a soft, tender heart for the Pisces folks. Let's get into your weekly read here. Let's see what your spirit animals are bringing through for you. So, dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, please let's see what we have for Pisces out there. Let's see what's going on with them this week, whatever guidance or encouragement that you would most like to share with them. And let's please start out with one main spirit animal that will be helping them and guiding them through the most this week. Aw, yay, Pisces. Look at you guys. We got the Otter Spirit. One of my favorites, definitely. I love the fact that they make this into a little heart shape. And the message on this is you are never alone. So Pisces, if you've been feeling kind of lonesome, or maybe you're at a distance from, you know, the people you love, remember, you're not alone. Not only do you have more people that love you than you know, but you also have spirit on your side. But the otter is a very snuggly creature. So if you have someone you can snuggle, you should go snuggle them. I'm just saying. Let's get into some tarot for you. Let's take a peek at the animal tarot for Pisces. Ooh, interesting week. Interesting. We're starting out with the Nine of Wands, the Scorpion card here, Pisces. So this is resolve, resiliency, bravery, fighting for something, protecting something. Wow. In the center, we have the Huatsin, the Lovers card. Yeah, so this is definitely feeling like a bit of a love week to me. Love in all its forms, commitment, choices. You might be fighting for a relationship, Pisces, or they might be fighting for you. You might also be in a relationship with Scorpio or a Gemini, because those are the energies coming through on these cards. We also have the Frog Spirit, the Four of Cups. So this to me, that's a tricky card. Contemplation, sometimes complacency or apathy, but new opportunities. So I would say that my feeling about this is I feel like there is some kind of love decision or love situation at the heart of the matter for you this week. And a lot of it has to do with letting your communication fly. You've really got to communicate what you want, what you need. We are in the middle of Gemini season here, or the beginning of Gemini season, but Venus is in the middle of Gemini right now. And that is not the easiest thing for you, Pisces. That can put a lot of pressure and a lot of intensity into your love life and into your relationships and the way that you relate. So in some ways, I could see where you may be waiting to say something to somebody. You might be really kind of holding back and saying, I'll wait for a better time to say this or do this. But I also want you to be aware with that Four of Cups that sometimes this can be a card that really reminds you to not put all of your eggs in one basket. Just saying. Especially if this is somebody that's put you off again and again and again. You might want to just, keep your options open a little bit. If somebody's not making you a priority, no, don't make them a priority if they're not giving you that status. This could play out a couple different ways depending on your situation. It could be that, but then it could also be like you've really got to stand up and fight for something. But yeah, communication is key. And there is that feeling of like waiting for timing to be right, but also don't wait forever, right? This may not be the greatest week to act simply because we are in that difficult time of the year. This next few weeks is going to be more challenging for your relationships than the rest of the year. Just saying. On the bottom, we do have the Black Panther. That is our Queen of Wands. So to me, that's a nice, strong Leo energy. Love of life, determination, stepping into your magic. I would really focus very much on being yourself, doing your thing, not worrying too much about what others are doing. Don't fear being alone, Pisces. If you have to let someone go, if you are in that position this week, don't worry. Don't worry. It will get better. There will be other love for you. There will be better love for you because you're going to let go of something that's not, really feeding your soul and your heart. So just take it as it resonates, right? Take that as it resonates. For some of you, that's not going to be the situation, and for some of you, it is. That's it. Let's get an affirmation on this for you, Pisces. Yeah, do your own thing this week. And don't worry. Don't worry about loneliness because that Otter Spirit is on your side saying, you're not alone. The Lover's card is on your side reminding you you're not alone. But you've got to do what's right for you, Pisces. Absolutely. Cat, that's your affirmation animal. It's a cat spirit of independence. That's why I say this is a week to do your own thing. You're a natural healer. And your intuition is strong, Pisces. This is also true about you. You don't have to go with the crowd. Right? Don't cave to peer pressure. If someone in your life isn't good for you, but everyone else is saying, oh, but they seem okay, listen to your intuition. Listen to yourself. Life supports you in every way. Don't be afraid of a feeling or a fear of loneliness. You're not going to be alone. You're not going to be alone, Pisces. Look at all that love. Look at all that love coming in for you this week. That is so nice. All right, my darlings. Always a fun time with you. I'm sorry I'm getting so sniffly on y'all. Oh, thanks, Krista. Yes, I know that there are some folks that just watch and don't always interact, but thanks for those folks as well. That's yeah, I don't know if I could overstate that sentiment any more than you have, David. People be weird. People be weird. I am fully aware that I could live another 100 years or more and still people would surprise me. I'd still be like, really? That's okay. You're gonna do that. All right. I'm just gonna walk over here slowly. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it is ridiculous, David. I so agree. Thank you, Jesse. I appreciate that. Hey, thanks, Junkie. Good to see you. You have a great week, too. I'm going to be posting moon readings and June monthly forecast this week, so look for that. I will be getting those up as soon as I am able. I've already got some of the moon readings done, but we'll definitely have those up by the 26th. So, all right, folks. Yep. That's right. Take care, Silver Star. Take care, Krista, Eric, all my mods. Thanks, Nixie. Love ya. Yep. That's funny, Krista, exactly. Nothing surprises me. That's so funny. It's like it does and it doesn't. It does and it doesn't all at the same time. Thank you, Corianne. Thank you for speaking out. Thank you for adding your voice to our collective about what's been going on. United we stand. I'm telling you, we united we stand. That's really what it's about. Yep. All right, guys, have a great evening. I'm gonna go fix dinner, and y'all either fix yourself something good or get some good rest, get some sleep, wind down, drink that chamomile tea, whatever it is you need to do to get the best rest. So have a wonderful evening, y'all. Wonderful week ahead, and I will be seeing you next Friday. Sounds good, y'all. Have a good evening.